So welcome to Herd Winter Racing. This is my first event I'm doing this season. I'm going to try something completely different this time. Herd Winter Racing starts all cats together, first of the line. Categories don't even matter, so your points at the finish are all account. So I'm here with a bunch of herd riders. They're a bunch of ATP. We always like to compete with ATP. So my goal with this new strat I'm trying today is to stay with the front group till we get over the first climb. We're doing Innsbruck Ring, so it's 3 times around. So we're going to do that climb with the leg snapper. We're going to do it 3 times. My goal is just stay with this group. If I get over the top with the group, maybe I can have enough split between the rest of the D riders that I can take an advantage on that. So I am already dangling off the back, but that's typically my tendency, so I'm not too worried. But I do have to dig a few times, burn a match to stay on. This is a little hotter group than what I'm used to. But if I can just stay on to the climb, maybe my strategy will work. I can recover a little bit on the downhill in the next lap. But look, I'm dropping already, trying to stay with these guys. And here they actually end up riding away. I can't even make it to the climb with a fast group. But I've got Wade from the herd with me. I've got Nate Holm from the herd here behind me. We'll take this together to the climb. And now my goal is to stay with these guys for the entire race. If they can help pull me around, then I will take it. Nate's stronger than me. I don't know about Wade, but he seems to be pretty strong. So I'm just going to try and maintain their wheels. But we've got a couple of hot guys coming here past us. They're an ATP, can't let ATP pass, so we tag onto them. And we're just about to the climb now. All I need to do is power up the climb with these guys, and I expect to have a really good race after that. So this right-hand turn is going to start the leg snapper. And the best thing to do is just power on up this thing, which I do my best, but Nate is just walking away from me, and now Wade's walking away from me. And I know my heart rate's saying 235. That actually isn't very accurate. Yeah, I think that 197, 196 is. And as I get close to the top, I'm going to power over the top, and I can't. I mean, my legs just give out. I'm just done. 130, that's all the power I can generate. I'm doing everything I can. My heart rate, of course, is way too high. So now I've got to recover. It takes me almost 2 minutes to get my heart rate back down under 180. 180 is the stress zone for me. If I'm sprinting, I'm usually at a 180. I hook up with a little bit here with Minville. I think he wants to work together, but quite frankly, he is just a little bit too strong for me, and he ends up riding away here in just a little bit. I'm doing my best to stay with him because I don't want to ride the rest of this race solo. That is incredibly boring. But since I don't want to make it too boring for you, let me just speed this whole thing up a little bit. I do want to give a shout out to my buddy Mike from the herd. He reached out to me after the race. He was like, "What happened to you? You were with us. Did you lose power?" And Mike, I got to tell you, man, that meant a lot to me. No, I did not lose power. I flat out got dropped hard. But I appreciate that your first thought was that I'd lost power, and that makes me feel good. But I did hook up with this group right here for quite a bit. There's a French rider here in the group. I'm going to butcher it with my American pronunciation of Grand Prix. I'm sure that's way off. I think it's a she. She carried this group for us most of the way. I mean, she's taking turns on the poles now, but definitely some good power. And later on in the race, ends up just riding away, and I can't hang on to her. But the ATPs here, as I said, a couple of the guys to mention are Thomas. Thomas is here. He's catted up to C. And I was really hoping to hold his wheel, but that's a pipe dream because his FTP is about 30 higher than mine right now. But I was hoping over the top I might be able to find him. Ran into Marcus here. Marcus and I had a bunch of run-ins over the summer. We had a lot of competition between us on sprints and different things we were doing with the Herd Summer Racing League as we battled with ATP. So it's great to be with him, but obviously I can't let him win. And when I say win, I'm talking about beating me to the line. Obviously none of us are going to win the race, but I care about where people finish in relationship to me. I am competitive enough that that's what I want to do. So I'm staying with this group. We've got another lap to go, and if my voice sounds a little hoarse, that's because it is. It's been 6 hours since this race, and my throat is still sore from the breathing that I was doing during this thing. My final power average was very low, but my first lap output was extremely high. This is really a story of 2 races for me. I kind of liked it. I've been spending a lot of time lately riding with the group and then sprinting to try and get the win. And though that does generate little digital trophies, it's really kind of useless. I think it's holding me back a bit. I think I'm going to start catting up and racing up a little bit higher so I get the kind of push that I had today, and hopefully that will help strengthen my legs and my lungs and get me to where I need to be so I can join all those folks who catted up to see this fall, and I get back to racing with them. So now we've got 2 ATP, and that's the only thing worse than 1 ATP is 2 ATP. But we're going to try and hold them off for the end. I really like this group. I'm hoping they finish in a group sprint with these guys and win the sprint, of course, because that is a lot of fun to do. But before we do that, we've got to get up the last leg snapper. More than likely, we're going to see an attack on the leg snapper because that is the right place to make an attack at this point. And thankfully, we dropped Marcus a bit. But there's Klein coming through, and I'm hanging with the group. That's exactly what I want to do, is just stay with these folks. And somehow they power off at the top and just disappear. I don't know what happened. So now I've got to work to try and catch up. And I got passed by an ATP. Not much I can do about that one. It was just way too hard. But Klein, I'm going to latch on to Klein. And he and I are going to ride this thing in here together. Now, ATP runs with Discord, so I'm assuming there's someone in Discord talking to Klein, and I'm hoping that they're watching this because, it's a herd ATP race, so this has got to matter for something. So we're going to slow this down for a minute. So Klein and I have been playing cat and mouse for about the last half a K, but we don't want Luce to catch us, and he's starting to close that gap, so I simply have to take the lead. I really don't want to be in the lead at the start of the sprint. I thought about faking a start of a sprint here and then backing off to let Klein go by and then me attack and hold his wheel. But as I take off, he actually didn't take off as hard as I thought he was going to, and now that I've got separation, I can't let that go, so I've just got to power through this. And I'm fine, I've recovered, and I can get a little sprint in, and as the distance grows and grows, I'm not actually trying to show off by slowing down. I have to admit, I am completely shot, but very happy to have this race finish up like it did. So it's not exactly a finish for the record books, but it was a sprint finish, which I enjoy that so much. So I was glad, Klein, thanks for that. It was an excellent effort. I enjoyed the cat and mouse leading into it. And I'm looking forward to getting a chance to get another hare race. I have to decide if I'm going to try and stay with that front group again. But who knows? Depends on the course. Maybe I'll give it another shot, and I'll get a chance to hang out with the other herd and ATP riders that are way ahead of my 62nd position. I'll catch everybody next week.